Welcome to One Chapter, One Thought. I'm Pastor Chris from Lincroft Bible Church in New Jersey, and every weekday I read one chapter of the Bible and offer one brief devotional thought. Today's reading is from the book of Genesis, chapter 26. A severe famine now struck the land, as had happened before in Abraham's time. So Isaac moved to Gerar, where Abimelech, king of the Philistines, lived. The Lord appeared to Isaac and said, "Do not go down to Egypt, but do as I tell you. Live here as a foreigner in this land, and I will be with you and bless you. I hereby confirm that I will give you all these lands to you and your descendants, just as I solemnly promised Abraham your father. I will cause your descendants to become as numerous as the stars of the sky, and I will give them all these lands, and through your descendants all the nations of the earth will be blessed. I will do this because Abraham listened to me and obeyed all my requirements and commands and decrees and instructions." So Isaac stayed in Gerar. When the men who lived there asked Isaac about his wife Rebekah, he said, "She is my sister." He was afraid to say, "She is my wife." He thought, "They will kill me to get to her, because she is so beautiful." But sometime later, Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out his window and saw Isaac caressing Rebekah. Immediately Abimelech called for Isaac and exclaimed, "She is obviously your wife. Why did you say she is my sister?" "Because I was afraid someone would kill me to get her from me," Isaac replied. "How could you do this to us?" Abimelech exclaimed. "One of my people might easily have taken your wife and slept with her, and you have made us guilty of great sin." Then Abimelech issued a public proclamation. "Anyone who touches this man or his wife will be put to death." When Isaac planted his crops that year, he harvested 100 times more grain than he planted, for the Lord blessed him. He became a very rich man, and his wealth continued to grow. He acquired so many flocks of sheep and goats, herds of cattle, and servants that the Philistines became jealous of him. So the Philistines filled up all of Isaac's wells with dirt. These were the wells that had been dug by the servants of his father Abraham. Finally, Abimelech ordered Isaac to leave the country. "Go somewhere else," he said, "for you have become too powerful for us." So Isaac moved away to the Gerar Valley, where he set up their tents and settled down. He reopened the wells his father had dug, which the Philistines had filled in after Abraham's death. Isaac also restored the names Abraham had given to them. Isaac's servants also dug in the Gerar Valley and discovered a well of fresh water. But then the shepherds from Gerar came and claimed this spring, and they argued over it with Isaac's herdsmen. So Isaac named the well Esek, which means argument. Isaac's men then dug another well, but again there was a dispute over it. So Isaac named it Sitnah, which means hostility. Abandoning that one, Isaac moved on and dug another well. This time there was no dispute over it, so Isaac named the place Rehoboth, which means open space. For he said, "At last the Lord has created enough space for us to prosper in this land." From there Isaac moved to Beersheba, where the Lord appeared to him on the night of his arrival. "I am the God of your father Abraham," he said. "Do not be afraid, for I am with you and will bless you. I will multiply your descendants, and they will become a great nation. I will do this because of my promise to Abraham, my servant." Then Isaac built an altar there and worshipped the Lord. He set up his camp at that place, and his servants dug another well. One day, King Abimelech came from Gerar with his advisor Ahuzath and also Phicol, the army commander. "Why have you come here?" Isaac asked. "You obviously hate me, since you kicked me off your land." They replied, "We can plainly see that the Lord is with you, so we want to enter into a sworn treaty with you. Let's make a covenant. Swear that you will not harm us, just as we have never troubled you. We have always treated you well, and we sent you away from us in peace. Now look how the Lord has blessed you." So Isaac prepared a covenant feast to celebrate the treaty, and they ate and drank together. Early the next morning they each took a solemn oath not to interfere with each other. Then Isaac sent them home again, and they left him in peace. That very day Isaac's servants came and told him about a new well they had dug. "We found water," they explained. So Isaac named the well Sheba, which means oath. And to this day the town that grew up there is called Beersheba, which means well of the oath. At age of 40, Esau married 2 Hittite wives, Judith the daughter of Beri and Basemath the daughter of Elon. But Esau's wives made life miserable for Isaac and Rebekah. One thought. The book of Genesis can be outlined through the main characters in the book. Adam comprises chapters 1 through 5. The story of Noah comprises chapters 6 through 9. The story of Abraham encompasses chapters 10 through 25. And we turn now to Genesis 26, which begins concerning Isaac, Abraham's son. And then it unfolds to look at the storylines of Jacob and Esau, the sons of Isaac. And so as we look at Genesis today and the story of Isaac's life opens, we find again that one of the themes in Genesis is that little things become big things. Abraham's lies about his wife, he did the sister fib thing where he claimed his wife Sarah was his sister so she wouldn't be taken into the harem of the king, which occurred in Genesis 12 and 20. These lies now get passed on to his son Isaac. Isaac enters the land of the Philistines and claims before King Abimelech that Rebekah is his sister in verse 7. But here's the scary thing. The scary thing is that Isaac probably didn't even observe his father lying. Because Isaac was born in Genesis 21, well after the events of Genesis 12 and 20 when Abraham lied. So Isaac probably just heard the stories about his father's sin and was influenced by it. This chapter then is a sobering reminder of the power of example. Whether you're a biological parent or not, your example matters, your story matters to the next generation. Your example sets a culture for the church. Let's say, for example, that you claim to be a faithful Christian, but then you miss church regularly. What are you imaging to the rest of the church? What are you imaging to the next generation of so-called Christians? Well, you're saying, church is optional. Now, obviously, there are many reasons why people may miss church from time to time, and some people are even physically unable to get out to be part of church. Those are completely different situations. There's a difference between being unable to get to church and being unwilling to get to church. So if we want to be a people that is set apart from the world, we need to live differently from the world. This chapter is also a stark reminder that the ungodly, unbelieving, pagan worshiper, King Abimelech, acts more righteously than Isaac does in this chapter. We should not be put to shame by the behavior of the world, but we must live differently, live more righteously, because we have a righteousness that is found in Christ, and we should image that to the world.